Hey traders, how y'all doing? I'm back again with a new update on the USD Japan, the Euro Pound, and the Euro USD. The last time I spoke to you guys, I'm gonna show you guys the day chart so you can see what's going on. The previous update was me was getting out of my Japanese trade because it started doing this. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a trend line which is pretty much the Tenken, and it crossed the Tenken, so I decided to pull out because of this support level over here. It started dropping down below it, so I pulled out. I just started assuming that it was going to keep going down to the Kijun, and I didn't want to lose all of my pips. I made about 300 over pips, 320 pips or something like that. And it wasn't the best of trades as because I was holding it for like a month and I made like 300 pips. It was pretty okay, but it wasn't the best, like I mentioned before. And I also said that if it continued going upwards, I was going to jump back in the trade. And lo and behold, it started going back up, so I jumped right back in the trade. I'm up like 200, almost 300 pips, and it crossed my resistance zone without even slowing down. So that's a really good sign of a strong uptrend, and I like this. Right now, it's doing a little bit of a pullback. I don't know if it's going to pull all the way back to the Tenken, or if it's going to come back to the Kijun, or if it's just going to break right through it. And I have a third resistance level down here. So I have my take profit levels. I was supposed to take my profit out down here, but I'm going to wait because this was the original take profit level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if it comes back to test it and to continue. If it does that, I'm going to stay in the trade. If it comes down below or anywhere close to the Tenken, which should be just across this support level, I'm going to get out of the trade. So to put it in perspective, I have secured about 150 pips. So I'm going to get out of the trade if it comes down to like 170 or 180 pips. So depending on what's happening. I expect it to keep going up. It would be nice if it does that, but like I've said before, um, don't assume anything, just go with what you see. I'm going to go back in the 4 hours chart because this is what I trade. As you can see, it actually hit my take profit level, but I wasn't at the computer and I did not set a limit either, so I'm gonna have to do this manually. I'm expecting it to come out and retest the Tenken and then continue going up. If it does that, I would have, oh well, 200 pips. That's not too bad. If it comes down to the Kijun, I'm guessing the Kijun's gonna start stalling out anyway, so that's about 180 pips. It's not too bad either. So I'm probably gonna pull out at about 180 pips. That's the secure pip right now. It's running at a 287, but let's see what happens. That's for the USD Japan. I'm probably gonna stay in the long position for a while, and if it pulls back to the Tenken or Kijun, and then I'm out of the trade. So that's one. Let's talk about the Euro USD. These were the standby trades. I think I mentioned in the previous video. I said look out for the Euro USD long position and the Euro Pound long position. So yeah, it broke this. It was ranging down here, like I mentioned, and it broke it. But I wasn't at the computer, and I wasn't gonna go in down here, so I waited for the pullback. And when this candle closed, I jumped in the trade. I'm up about 160 pips, just over 150 pips. It's stalling out a little bit, but as you can see, it's doing a nice Tenken Bounce. What I like to do is I like to put on the Heikin Ashi and see what the Heikin Ashi is saying. So this is a change. Now if it changes to be a nice long body candle downwards, I'm going to get out of the trade. And this was my first take profit level. And I have a second take profit level up here, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to wait it out a little bit and see what it does. My suggestions are, hold off a little bit. The market's just open. We got a whole week ahead of us. So you don't need to risk too much. If it comes back against you, get out of the position, and if it continues going up in the right direction, you can always go back in. So it really makes no difference. You do not want to be waiting too long, so long that you turn your winners into losers. That's an absolute no-no. You gotta be in between, and you also don't want to be getting out of the trade too early and losing out on lots of pips. So yeah, that's for the Euro USD, and I also had the Euro Pound. It was the same thing. It was down here, and I said wait for it to break out, retest, and then go back inside. So I did a retest, but could not see a nice big candle because I like to go in at the first sign of a clear uptrend, and this was the first clear sign of an uptrend. So I entered the trade down here. Should have gone in here, but I didn't do that. So I went in here. It stalled out a little bit, went back against me, and did a Kijun bounce, and that was a perfect sign. So I could have waited till it came down here, but if you don't have all this to see, you're gonna assume this is a really good sign. And it was also near this resistance level, so I was a little bit wary about it, but I was expecting it to go up because this is a weak resistance, and this is the stronger resistance. But as you can see now, it has already crossed it, and it's done a slight retest, and this one looks like it's gonna start going up. So if it does, it'll be pretty good. I haven't, looks like I haven't got a take profit level yet, so I'm probably going to start doing that. Well, the easiest thing we can do is put up a Fibonacci. I see a move here. I see a retrace to about barely 23.6, so the 61.8 is already been hit, so you could expect a retrace. I'm just going to stay in the trade for now. I'm going to go back and put out more resistance levels and see where this trade might be going. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. And Euro Pound, Euro USD. I also went back inside of my Pound New Zealand dollar trade. I got out the trade somewhere here because it started stalling out, and I saw this candle come on, so I decided to go back in the trade, but it went back against me, came back down, went back against me, and then continued going down. So I'm back up in profit about 200 over pips, and I'm gonna get out of the trade over here for those who are interested, for those who are playing this trade. And it looks like it's gonna keep going down, so because it just did a Kumo break, probably gonna come here, come back to the Tenken, and continue going down. So if it does that, just do a Fibonacci retracement level, see where it pulls back, and just estimate, make an educated guess as to where it might be going. So yeah, we got the USD Japan, we got the Pound New Zealand, we got the Euro Pound, and we got the Euro USD. All the best trading, guys, and I'll come back real soon with another update. Take it easy.